everybody. Welcome. My name's Judith Taybee. I appreciate you being here today. This is a twin flame, divine feminine collective energy reading channeled by Venus. Hey everybody. Today I am providing a message from Venus for the Divine Feminine Collective. The current energy is Five of Wands. And it's interesting, on this card it says debates and competition. And it's very fitting for the cards that I had come out in my shuffling. So we have two, debates and competition. So let's get into the reading. Venus, thank you for your love and guidance for the Divine Feminine Collective. Let's bring So the first card that came out was a question. It says two paths. What happens if I take this action, and what effect will it have on my life? There's path A and path B. So the two cards that came out, chemistry and new love. So path A is for the divine feminine that will be continuing along the path of who their divine masculine twin flame is. Path B will be for those who have a new person coming in. Currently, right now, in the collective, there's a massive cleaning house taking place. So, as the divine feminine, we must remember that it is not the human, it's not the vessel, the avatar, however you identify as the person holding the soul, the twin flame elemental, fire elemental. So let's start with path A. Chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. So you know who your person is. You have history with them. But what's currently holding you back is the stress of it, because you've been focusing too much on the human and not the soul. Take a few deep breaths in and exhale the tension you've built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back into your center. The preparation card came out. And the card says, here in the Seattle area, we have lots of ferries, and these smart birds have mastered the ferry schedule. The crows know when the boat will return and on which side of the road the cars will disembark. While the ferry is crossing the sound, the birds harvest the clams from the nearby beach. They bring the clams over to the ferry landing and strategically place the clams just right so when the cars leave the boat, they run over the shells, breaking them apart and leaving fresh clams. Oh, not claims, clams. Let me put my glasses on. Okay. They bring the clams over to the ferry landing and strategically place the clams just right so that when the cars leave the boat, they run over the shells, breaking them apart and leaving fresh clam meat for the picking. Preparation speaks to getting ready for something you know is on the horizon and planning for it accordingly. It's about getting all your ducks in a row, or in this case, clams, so that you achieve the most beneficial outcome. So, universe is having you in this time of separation to prepare for what's coming. Now, Venus is wanting me to point out to you that to get the rewards, to get the reunion, to come into reunion with your beloved, you're going to have to break open those shells, which is hard work. There's no shortcuts here. As much as the crows are laying them out for the cars to drive over them, it's you that has to do the work. And it is stressful. But also you have to remember you're not alone. Let's see, the goddesses that you can call upon. Hera, the goddess of marriage. As the Queen of Heaven, great love is yours to have and hold in this lifetime. The key to a true everlasting partnership lies in your ability to love and honor yourself so much that you naturally command respect without having to demand it, thus eliciting the best in your partner. As two full beings, you can manifest your individual and collective reasons for being alive. So that's very good. Calling upon Hera in preparation. Remember, so think of it as these clamshells represent your heart and your heart chakra. Your person, maybe this human being has done things that has really hardened your heart and put a shell over it. But how can you ever welcome love into your life with that shell over your heart? And remember, the key to true love is still being in your individuality, and then the collective. So it's not you and him, and I'm just saying him because I'm speaking for the divine feminine. You still have to radiate in your individuality, standing alone and on your own and being who you truly are, and finding joy for yourself, you finding your love for yourself, which will then attract your beloved. And then together you share in that. Your beloved is not the one that's supposed to make you happy or bring you joy. That is all self-involved. So maybe you've been stressed because this history that you have, you keep putting too much attachment on what he is supposed to bring to it. Then we have Papa Tuanuku, Earth Mother. The nectar of your nurturing is truly life-giving. When the time is right, cut the umbilical cord to those you love so they can find their way and pay forward the gifts you've given them. Me time, self-care, is your gift to those who feast from your bounty, so your queendom can sustainably flourish and the stars can continue to shine at their full luster. See? Me time, self-care. So for some, this is a general reading for the whole collective, path A. Some of you have been, it's clearly showing me here that you've been counting too much on your beloved to do these things for you, bring the joy and the happiness. But it's not their responsibility, it's you. And when you give yourself that me time, that self-care, those will come. And Hecate, goddess of the night. You stand at a crossroad, a rite of passage you didn't see coming. Call upon the crone within, your inner witch who holds the wisdom torch that helps you see through the hypnotism of the world. Just when you think all has gone dark, you discover the perfect spell to cast, creating an enduring treasure for you and all involved. So yes, you have to go within. So it's interesting, this card. Your beloved is trying to show you it's within you. This light, this love has to come from within you. And I feel that's where the debates part of this card is coming in for you, where you've been stressed and not understanding how the dynamic of this is supposed to work. What can I do to let go of the past with this person? So the separation card came out. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. We're in this right now, right? This is number 33. You have to release and let go of all your expectations of what your beloved is supposed to be bringing to you or doing for you. You have to let go of that. It is not their job or their responsibility. Surrender fear. Let go of the fearful stories you are telling yourself. Stay in the moment, focus on solutions, and celebrate every baby step forward. So what have you been fearful of? Are you fearful that if you start really focusing in on yourself and loving yourself, that you're going to lose your beloved? You have to surrender the fear that they're going to leave, because they're not. When you start breaking away that clamshell and healing that heart, you're going to draw them in. Look how he's so focused on that loving light from her. So you have to surrender that fear. And the release card came out. Number 39, release. When the time comes when you cannot grieve anymore and it is time to let go, release is the next step. This card may come to you when you need help moving forward or accepting an ending. It is time to move on, rise up, and release yourself from the past. Release represents the transition between letting go and moving on. It is that moment when we become aware that we can no longer hold on to the past or an event that cannot be altered. You may need to consider your situation is blocked or impacted by something that needs to be released. And I'm hearing that the release of those conditions. get some cards. Okay. 5 of Cups. See, now it landed sideways. And the 5 of Cups, sorrow, loss. That's what you're stuck in this fear of losing your beloved. But you're fighting with yourself because you feel that this person is the one responsible for bringing you the joy and love. And got to release that. Can we have another card, please? What does the Divine Feminine Collective, who's on path A, need to release? We have the Empress, abundance and creativity. You have to remember, it all starts with you. You are the one that will provide the joy and happiness and abundance in your life. You have the Hanged Man in reverse. You're still not surrendering. And the Wheel of Fortune, fate and change. So this is what I'm seeing for you, that you need to release remember, true unconditional love means unconditional. There's no conditions on it. Don't live in fear that your person is not going to provide for you what your heart's desire is. Remember that it is not them that needs to provide that. That has to come within. Work on breaking open those shells around your heart and the stress and fighting, that's the debating that you're having with your person. Call upon Hera, Paputunanuku, and Hecate to help you with that. Now, as I had mentioned at the beginning of the reading, there's a big clearing house taking place right now. Because the twin flame mission has to start commencing, like fully, completely. So there's a sifting going on, weeding out the ones that are doing nothing. So you might have a dream asking, them asking you, do you want to be a twin? Is this something you want to do? Because this is, you made a commitment to do this. And if you're not doing anything, then they're going to say, okay, we're releasing you of that. And then you're going to lose out on all of that wonderfulness, as much as this is hard work. And your person is being asked the same thing. So truly work on opening up your heart and your heart chakra, releasing expectations from your person. Find it within yourself, and then you can share that. And they'll follow you. You're leading by example, and when you are emanating that loving, self-loving energy, they will start having self-love. And that's how you two can come together. Okay. All right, let's see for those who, so I'm going to leave the main card here, and I'm going to leave your card here, Path A. Now, as I had mentioned, this cleansing that's taking place, this clearing house that's taking place. So for some of you, there might be a new love coming in. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Now, so let's touch base on that a little bit. New love is coming in. In the twin flame, if your beloved has to go to another person, human being, vessel, avatar, however you want to call it, it's going to be a new human being to you. But you remember, we're looking at it from the soul. That twin flame fire elemental is within that soul, so that even though it's a new love, it's still your same beloved. So this new love that comes in, you have to first surrender comparison with other people. Keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. So what this card is telling me is this new love that's coming in. Remember, you're looking at the soul, not the human. So you will see synchronicities, you will see similarities. That energy, it's going to be the same energy, and that's why you're going to start comparing them to the past person, but you can't, because this is a new person who's had a whole different story, right? Their history is going to be different. Energetically, it's still your beloved, but there's going to be new stories. So don't compare. And that's where competition comes in. This is not a competition. So do not tie them to your past person, human. They're different. Mimicry. That's interesting that card came out. Number 30, mimicry. The crow's call was so human-like that it convinced the dog that it was its guardian calling out. Although most cases are found within domesticated crows, like parrots, crows have an ability to mimic sounds from voices to sirens. Mimicry may arise in a reading if you need to consider if someone is putting on airs or is pretending to be something that is not genuine. On the other hand, it may be you that might benefit from a little mimicry. Sometimes we need to fake it till we make it and project a persona that is not our own to get a good foot in the door. But be cautious. The truth may come out and you may be required to prove your authenticity. Mimicry may also indicate that someone is trying to sound or pass themselves off as something other than themselves to gain favor or your attention. You may need to ask yourself if this individual is showing you their authentic self or simply pretending to be something you find more attractive. Now, in this case, Venus is saying, pay attention to the mimicry. This is universe telling you it's your beloved. Don't question the similarities, because that energy is going to be identical, because it's your beloved, just in a new human. Okay? So pay attention to the mimicry. All right, who can you call upon? Vajrayogini, tantric deity of great passion. Use your fury to activate your enlightenment. Anger and intense emotion get a bad rap in our society, so we keep them under wraps. However, they can be a positive force when refined and aligned with your most life-serving visions. Allow your divine passion to help you blaze through obstacles and bring forth your greatest dreams. So Vajrayogini is telling you, show your true self to this new love. Let them see your intensity, your emotions, your anger. Don't feel like with the new love you have to start over. This new human being, it's going to be like you picked up right where you left off with the beloved when he was in the masculine was in someone else. I know this is sounding crazy for some of you because you're not truly understanding how this works. But with this opportunity, with this new love, the action you need to take is come out of the gate. Like they're showing me horse races where they're all, and they open the gate and the horses take off running. That's what you need to do. You're not starting over. You are starting where you left off at. And this new person, remember, Source is gonna put your beloved into a human being that is ready and at the level you need them to be. So this shifting and cleaning house, your divine masculine is going to be in a new human being, but they're going to come out of the gate running. So meet them with that passion. Okay? Yamaya, mother goddess of the sea, as you are made of mostly water, learning to contain your emotion is the key to thriving, not just surviving, in the deep end of relationship. Become the great mother of your experience. Take 100% responsibility for your feelings, whether high or low, turbulent or calm, and the glow of your flow will lead you to your treasure beyond measure. So here, Yamaya is telling you, come out of that gate running, because this new person is gonna come out of the gate running. Your friends and family are gonna not understand at all how you were so in love with this other person, and then like that you are now. But keep focus on, it's not a competition, it's your same beloved. So come out of that gate running, and don't worry about everybody. They know not and understand not what's happening. Durga, goddess of divine forces, you are mighty, multifaceted, multi-talented, and multi-dimensional. A Renaissance woman that shouldn't be pigeonholed or held back. And I just said that. Don't let your friends or family hold you back from this new love that's coming out of the gate running. You can be all that you came here to be and then some. But when you feel you are spinning too many plates, drop the ones of lesser value and focus on what is most essential to your soul's calling. So I heard some of those friends and family, and you know this on this soul journey that we're on, an awakening, family members do fade out of our lives. Friends do fade out of our lives. Everything that happens is for our greatest and highest good. So do not be pigeonholed or held back by what people don't understand. Okay. Then the question came out, what subconscious fear is affecting my behavior or actions right now? So express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So it's very telling. This new love, don't hold back. Come out of the gate running. Express your love. Take this action. You've got all these great goddesses empowering you. Surrender your fear of intimacy. You are ready to let love in. Compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. Remember, pay attention to that mimicry. Look at the crow as the messenger, bringing you a message from the divine. This new person is your beloved. Pay attention to the comparison. Pay attention to the similarities. And remember that it's not a competition. Take this action. Surrender your fear of intimacy. Express your love. All right, and then the warning card came out for this as well. And I don't even need to read the book. What I'm seeing clear as day is this lamp post is God's love, right? This is source, divine, calling out to you, giving you a warning. Don't listen to the friends and family. Don't be pigeonholed or held back by what other people. What you want to keep focus on is the angels whispering in your ear, your intuition, your knowing. And I don't want to say the voices in your head, but when your guides speak to you, when your beloved speaks to you, all those whispers in your ears, that's what you want to focus on and listen to, okay? And it's interesting, I just, this visual of a warrior woman here, like you are going to have to put on your battle paint. And she's looking up at divine source. She is not looking down, and you don't even see her ears. She is not letting other people tell her, talk to her. She is trusting what's being whispered to her. She is trusting. So, okay. There's a song called Dandelions. By Ruth. I don't remember her last name. But listen to that song. Because in the song she speaks about, I'm in a field of dandelions, wishing on everyone, praying to God that you would be mine. And this dog represents loyalty, right? Your beloved who is loyal to you is in that field of dandelions. So this new person that comes in, trust, they are loyal. They are God's person for you. Again, so these crows are mimicking the same position, singing out a message. Okay? So your warning, your fear is don't be scared to come out of that gate running. Love at first sight, it does exist. Because you can trust and knowing that God has brought you this loyal beloved in a new person. And trust the warning to not listen to these people who don't know how this works. We have some cards, please. What does path be? Divine Feminine. This new love that's coming in. We have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So what would normally be comfort, it is going to be uncomfortable. Because you're going to question it. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. You're going to feel like this inheritance, this property and this prosperity, you're going to, don't let it doubt. Remember, we have to release fear and doubt. Ace of Wands. Soul purpose, life change. And the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Okay? So, the Five of Pentacles, you really, hardship, feeling left out. But this came out in reverse. So, this new love, this new person, it's still your same beloved, same soul purpose, but it's a change. Let love in and release that the competition and the comparison. So they're wanting me to give you an example for some of you who have your twin flame that you've been dealing with in the past had done some things that really hardened your heart or hurt you. That's because they were not awakened. They didn't heal themselves. So don't take it as a reflection of what this new person is going to, and something just fell off the shelf. So how we're not supposed to compare, right? So even though you're going to see mimicry, you're going to see similarities. Remember, it's the energy, it's your beloved's fire elemental energy, that will be the same. But this human, which will show similarities, will not be, how do I want to word this? The past wrongdoings to you will not repeat if you've not healed within yourself what you need to heal. Because remember, we mirror each other. They are to trigger us and show us what we have to heal. So in this new love, if you're seeing, yeah, let me get another card on this. If you're seeing repetitive behavior, that's something that you need to focus on to heal in yourself. But this reading for this collective, all right, we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Strength in reverse. So patience and compassion, prosperity and new beginnings. Don't block this new beginning coming in. And I just keep hearing you have to trust the process. Trust your knowing. Call upon these goddesses. And come out of that gate running. I don't know, they keep showing me the horse race. Coming out of that gate running. Express your love. Stand firm on your knowing with Source and not with other people. All right, that's what I have for Path B view, your new love. So, very interesting how this cleaning house that is taking place right now. Some of you will continue with who your person has been, and others of you will, get a new love, even though it's still your same beloved, right? And then what can we, I asked for, show us, you know, what can we expect? What does our future come? And the heart card, the coffin card, and the book card came out. And what I'm getting from that is, first and foremost, love yourself, focus on yourself, heal your heart. And then that death and transformation will take place, but focus on your inner knowing. Trust, and they're also showing me this as like a Bible. Trust the Word of God. Trust your intuition and your knowing. Because the Holy Most High, this is all what this is about. The Holy Most High will never let anything pass you by. But for the death and transformation to take place, that's a big, beautiful heart. That's what I have for the Divine Feminine. Love and light.